at the different angles. Okay, and which you will not get in actually traditional conventional learning. So you get real education. It boosts your confidence. It improves your communication and social skills. Okay, so to expand actually your personality, it is an option for the students. Why this is this particular actually webinar again? In next semester, eighth semester for final year students, you'll go for project and you are required to do internship. Some of our students are doing in actually their internships in corporates. They got the permission, and some others are doing the internship actually by doing some certification courses at the national level. Okay. The previous webinar focused on that. The actually the opportunities in the smart technologies actually which you can acquire, which are essential. At the international, do you have any opportunity? There are actually opportunities even at the end, actually international level for internship, as well as even after completing the graduation. Suppose if you aspire to actually go abroad, looking at the career prospects, you can look into it. So see, I mean, one can give a serious thought. Even if you look at our department, around 20 to actually 10, 15 to 20% have been going abroad. Okay, we thought instead of our students searching, why can't we bring actually known, reputed, person in the field to share his thoughts so that our students will benefit not only from internship in actually for lifelong learning. This will be a useful exercise. With that intention, this was actually planned to host this webinar. Okay, I wholeheartedly, on my personal behalf, also I actually welcome Prasanna Pujari sir, and your actually actually resource, the knowledge will definitely enlighten our students in the education, abroad education. I welcome you, sir, and I request the students to, okay, to make it more interactive, lively, whatever actually doubts, clarifications you have on education abroad, please actually speak. Okay, that's what is expected. By talking, you bring energy in the webinar and you energize all, including the resource person. Otherwise, it will be one-way traffic, talking to mobile or talking to computer. How far it can, only you can energize, bring energy in the webinar system. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your words about the webinar. And I now would like to request today's speaker, Prasanna Pujari sir, to please take over the session. So please start the session.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ravi. I hope I am audible to everybody.
Yeah, sir.
All right, all right. And I would like to continue with where Mr. Kantaraju sir has left, actually. So he said one particular thing about being independent. So I have been to many universities and colleges for a seminar. So I asked this particular questions with students. So how many of you are ready to work a part-time job even in your college? Let it be library. So most of the students, they feel so embarrassed to say that they can work in library for part-time job. So in India, by birth itself, we have this concept of red collar, blue collar, and white collar jobs. So we treat everybody according to the money and the standard of living that they live. But these things which is really creating a bad impact on the society. So when you go abroad, so the first and foremost thing is you will start respecting people, irrespective of their standard of living or from their any financial background. You will start respecting them. So I would like to quote one particular example. So I stayed in New Zealand for about 4 years. So I was walking towards a supermarket, which is around tenfold bigger than what we call here as big. I mean, what do you call this? Big bazaar. So there was a store manager who was responsible for entire store, which is very huge. There was a lady who she had some kind of problem in her stomach actually. Then she had to puke in front of the main gate. I was literally surprised. The store manager, he did not wait for anybody. He started cleaning himself. But if it was in India, I am sure he would have called at least 10 people to clean that. So this is the kind of dignity of labor that they get it. And moreover, it's about treating everybody in a very same manner, right? Today, I'm going to talk about multiple opportunities where students can study for free of cost. I know there are many countries where you will have to spend huge money like 30, 40 lakhs. So when it comes to education, we as Indians,
Prasanna
yeah,
sir,
yeah,
sir, sorry for the
mhm.
interruption. I'll stop the screen sharing. Please start
Sure,
your
sure.
sharing
Please,
screen, sir.
please.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I visible?
No,
Am I
sir.
visible?
No, sir.
All right.
Just a minute. Maybe it's uploading, updating.
Okay.
Just a minute,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
No, sir. Can you please try it again?
All right. Let me just. I did it actually. How about now? You able to see the PPT?
No, sir. Still,
PPT, you're not able to see. I just shared the screen. Not happening, is it?
no, no, sir. No.
All right. I'll do one thing. I will share this particular PPT to your WhatsApp number.
Okay,
Would you
sir.
be
Okay, sir.
able to open from there?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Sure,
I will
sir.
do it right away.
Okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Just a second, I'm sharing it. Yeah. Yeah, Ravi, I have sent it. Please check if you have received.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
you continue the session. I
All
will
right.
share the screen in between.
Sure, sure. All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, sir.
So I was just talking about how the abroad education would be benefited. So most of the students would think when it comes to abroad education, that's going to be very, a fortune for them, and that's going to be very expensive. So there are few countries where you can study for free of cost, which most of the students wouldn't have much idea on that, right? So today I will be talking about few of the countries where you can study for free of cost. And a country like Italy, they would also be providing scholarship of 5,200 euros per annum for your cost of living, right? So in this particular case, you don't have to spend any money on this. For example, once you finish your studies, once you finish your mechanical engineering, so for MTech, even if you have to do it in India, I'm sure you will have to spend at least 15 to 20 lakhs if you go to any reputed institutions like Nagarjuna, right? So few countries like Italy and Germany, you can study for free of cost. So why these countries are giving free education along with scholarship means, so they want to encourage young talent and to promote Italian culture and language as well. So if you see in Italy, most of the population are above 70 years old. So they want youngsters to live in their country, right? And especially when it comes to mechanical background, so most of the students, Germany would be the prime destination, right? So Germany would be the prime destination for them to study. Even in Germany, that's going to be free of cost for you. In Germany, only the education is free, but the cost of living money you will have to arrange by yourself. But to get into Germany, the possibilities are very slim. The reason being the percentage they would ask is more than 85 percentage. Along with that, you should also have your German language at least B2 level and IELTS 6.5 to 7. The competition is more for Germany when compared to other countries like Italy and Norway. Norway also they are providing free education, but again Norway and Germany, to get into these countries, the possibilities are very slim because of the criterias that we have to meet. So when it comes to mechanical background, next to Germany, Italy is the favorite place because most of the manufacturing industries are in Italy. You can see Lamborghini, automobiles, all the sectors are in Italy, right? And even to get into Italy, it is very easy because the criteria that you have to meet is just if you have 60 percentage in your bachelor's, so you can apply for masters in mechanical engineering, or there are multiple courses which you can choose from. So once you finish your studies in Italy, so you can move to different countries, because Italy, that comes under Schengen region. Schengen as in, so there are 26 countries that comes under this Schengen region. So countries like Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Hungary. So these are the countries where you can easily migrate to, because this one particular Schengen visa will give you permission to enter into these countries and find a job, and then you can easily settle, right? So the master's program would be for 2 years, and then you will be getting 1 year job search visa. So during this particular time, you can go to any other country for that matter. So for example, some students would say, I desperately need Germany. So what you can do is, you can finish your masters in Italy for free of cost. Then you can go into Germany, and then you can start working there, because one visa will allow you to work for any country for that matter, right? And what are the criteria? Like, why would Italy give 5,200 euros scholarship per annum for students? When it comes to 5,200 euros in Indian money, that's going to be 4.5 to 5 lakhs. So you might be thinking, when in India we have to spend a lot of money to do our masters, but the two in foreign, they are giving free education. Along with that, they're also giving free food and accommodation for us, right? This is something which you'll have to wonder about. The reason why they're giving scholarship as well, that is 5,200 euros per annum, anybody's income, family income, is less than 21,000 euros per annum. So they are entitled to apply for a right to education scheme. Under that particular scheme, the students will be getting 5,200 euros per annum scholarship, right? I'm sure in India, even if somebody's family income is more than 1 crore, they will be showing as if it's just 1.2 to 1.3 lakhs, right? So there are a few documents we will be required in order to process for scholarship, so that we will be helping you and assisting you in terms of getting those documents done in a very smooth way, right? And there is an agreement between Indian government and Italian government for 5 years, that the Italian government would give scholarship for Indian students also, right? So you can utilize this particular benefit, because most of the students will not be knowing about it, right? And the major advantage with this one, while you pursue your masters, you can also work for part-time job, that is 20 hours a week, right? So during part-time job, you may not get a job in your particular domain, that is into your mechanical, but you should be ready to work in any of the part-time job. This is where the picture comes in, because as I explained earlier, so there is no concept of red collar, blue collar, or white collar. Job is the job. So even when I was in New Zealand, I even cleaned toilet, and I don't feel so embarrassed to say that. In India, if somebody says, "Did I clean toilet?" they would say, they would treat you in a very different way. But there, even MLA or anybody else for that matter, everybody is same, right? The best part is, you will not have any relatives to laugh at you. So you will learn a life lesson, and you will start leading your life independently. Even at the age of 20, 25, the Indian students would always depend on their parents even for the pocket money. And if they have to take any very simple decision, they would probably call their parents and ask what needs to be done. So these are all the things that you would be learning when you study abroad, because you will be all alone there, and then you will start thinking in a very different perspective, and you will start to lead your life independently. That is the best thing about abroad education. And that too, when it comes to free education, I don't think somebody would want to miss the opportunity. Somebody would be thinking, I'm not from a very rich family, I'm from a middle class family, I need to take care of my family as well. So here, I'm 100% sure, when you finish your mechanical engineering, the initial salary, anybody for that matter, let it be mechanical or CS, the initial salary in India would be not more than 15 to 20,000 rupees, if I'm wrong, right? So when you go to Italy and start doing your part-time job, minimum you can earn up to 40 to 45,000 rupees there, right? So you don't have to worry about your cost of living there, and you can even save money and send it to your family, right? And when I talk about, some students may say Italy, the weather condition is not that great. For Indians, we can sustain everywhere in this world. And when it comes to weather, it's just like Madikeri or Uti. Sometimes when it comes to the hardly around 3 or 4 months in a year, it might snow, but that might go up to -2 or -3. But that's not a big deal, right? Weather-wise, you don't have to worry much about it. And you can see it's a tourism place. When it comes to Schengen region, everybody wants to go to the places like Rome, Milan, because especially if you belong to a Christian community, you will have a trip to these European countries to see those ancient, churches. And most of the Americans and Australians, they would always visit these places. So when you go to these places as student, the part-time opportunities are really more, because you can work in Burger King, you can work in McD, you can work in anywhere. No, nothing to worry about, because nobody will question you what work you're doing, right? Can you go to next slide? Right? And when it comes to Italy, free education, you don't have to take up your IELTS or your German language. Nothing is required. You just have to get a medium of instruction letter from college stating that the entire academic year was taught in English itself, right? So IELTS and TOEFL is also not required. If you consider other English speaking countries like Canada, Australia, and UK, USA, and that is also required. You would need these English requirements. But when it comes to Italy free education, you don't have to have any of these things, right? Just a certificate from a college will do for that. And the main thing what I would want to say is, not everybody can apply for this. If your percentage is less than 60, it is very difficult. Some of the institutions may accept it, but I would always suggest if somebody has more than 60% to apply, because the chances are more. The more, if you have more than 85% in your academics, you can get up to 9,000 euros scholarship, right? So this is again, see, based on the academics also, they give you more scholarship. So if your percentage is between 60 to 75, then you can get up to 5,200 euros. So if you're academically brilliant, then you can get around 9,000 euros per annum, which is 9,000 means around 8 lakh rupees, right? It's a golden opportunity for students to get benefited, right? And another thing about Italy free education is you can apply for conditional offer letter. So why I am doing this for final year students means, final year students can also apply for this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have conducted any session here, right? So finally, only final year students can apply for this. Even if you have backlogs also, no problem, but make sure that you clear the backlog when you go for a visa interview, right? So there will be an interview in Mumbai for about 2 to 3 minutes. We will also prepare you for this interview. They would just ask about 3 to 4 questions about your what you have studied in mechanical engineering, and basic things they would ask, right? So it is easy to clear the interview. So once we clear the interview, then you will have to come to Bangalore, and then we will help you to apply for a final visa application, right? And the free education is only with the top public universities. Almost all the universities that comes under 500 top 500 ranking in the world, not in Italy, in the world, right? But you don't have to worry about most of this. If students are getting some universities which is 1,200 ranking or 2,500 ranking, also you don't have to worry about. That's the ranking in the world, not in Italy or in India, right? So all the universities are top universities because those are all public universities. When it comes to public universities, it's completely free education. Even in India also, we have free education in our government sector, but unfortunately nobody wants to go to government schools and colleges because they think going to government schools doesn't give them good marks or good knowledge. But in developed countries, the countries are developed only because of the political system as well as the education system, right? So these universities are public universities, and they have a history of more than 300 to 400 years. You just imagine the amount of research and development that they would have done in terms of teaching, or in terms of upgrading their teaching skills, or bringing in new courses to the students. So these are all the universities where you can easily get into. Sapienza, that's located in Rome. You also have Politecnico di Milano and University of Milan. Bologna, Padova is there. Casino University is there. Macerata is there. So almost all the universities are top universities. So you don't have to worry much about it. And when it comes to free education, I presume that students cannot even demand for very top 10 universities in the world, like Oxford or something. But these universities are also very good universities. And yeah, when it comes to part-time jobs also, it might take around 2 to 3 months time for you to get a part-time job there, but it is not that easy, but you can get it. And even if you don't get a part-time job also, you don't have to worry much about it. So the entire, you might be thinking that whether it is completely free of cost. So there is some kind of charges that you might have to bear. I will tell you what it is. Within 2.5 to 3 lakhs, everything will be finished. So there are a few things which you'll have to spend on. It is very less amount on that part. So there will be a processing fee of just 82,000 rupees. This will be paid in 2 installments. And under this particular processing fee, whatever we charge, we will be covering major portions like your application fees, courier fees, because a lot of documents that needs to be couriered, a lot of applications fees that needs to be paid. So these things we will take care of it from end-to-end process. As Loka International, we are expertised in scholarships, because any other consultants, they can cater for you to go to Canada, Australia, UK, because you will be paying huge money, 30-40 lakhs when you pay. It's very easy process. But when it comes to scholarship process, which is very difficult to get a scholarship from them, but we are expertise, and we also have refund policy of in case if you don't get admission in any of the universities or even scholarship, we will be refunding the amount. Right? So there will be a visa interview that you will just have to crack it. Then that's going to be very easy interview. And scholarship will not be given as soon as you reach Italy. For example, this is only for September intake, right? So if we start the process now, already the applications are open. Most of the students are coming and approaching us. So we are already applying for that. So what happens here? So you will be going in the month of September, right? So because you will finish your studies probably by July, then we will be getting our marks cards by August, and then we will be lodging the visas by August itself, right? So when you go to Italy in the month of September, you need to do few things there. So you need to open a bank account. So that also we will help you out. And you need to open a TRP. TRP is something, temporary resident permit. Any student or anybody for that matter, if they're visiting Schengen region for more than 6 months, they need to apply for temporary resident permit. So once you get these documents like your bank account and temporary resident permit, you need to submit this particular documents to the local government authorities. Then they will deposit 2,600 euros for every 6 months to your bank account, right? Excuse me. So this is the process. For first 3 months, September, you will be reaching. So October, November, December, you need to maintain yourself. That for 3 months, you just have to bear around 80,000 to 90,000 rupees. Even for the accommodation also, we will be providing accommodation because we already have our senior students there. Even in fact, day after tomorrow, one of my students is going to University of Casino for same Masters in Mechanical Engineering. I will share all his details if you want. Right? So you've already got a rent house that is just about 125 euros per month. 125 euros per month is just around 10,000 rupees. So he's pretty happy. Within about the next 3 months or in the month of February, he will be getting his scholarship, and then he can start working for part-time. He can easily save up to 40,000 rupees. So he is also a bright student. He had around 72% he had. So he got his visa and everything. Right. Apart from this, there are a few other charges, like you'll have to bear your flight charge. It will be around 40 to 45,000 rupees, not more than that. And then some around 20,000 rupees for your documentation, maybe your visa fee and travel insurance, medical checkup. So these things will come into picture. On an average basis, 2.5 to 3 lakhs. So within this budget, everything will be finished. So you can settle there in any of the 26 countries. You can study in Italy, and then if you want, you can continue to live in Italy, or you can go to many other countries. We will also help you in case if you want to jump into any other countries for that matter. Right? And students might think whether the university would teach them in Italian language. No, this is completely be taught in English itself. There are about 26 to 28 public universities, out of which 17 universities will teach students in English language. So whenever you go, that's going to be in English itself, not in Italian language, right? So this is pretty much about how the Italian scholarship and education system works. And every fourth semester, there will be an internship for you, right? Unless India, we have this theoretical basis system, there it's practical oriented. So for every fourth semester, you need to find a company and do your internship. Some of the universities would also help you to find an internship in any of the nearest industries, right? So this is pretty much about the Italian free education and scholarship, right? So the summary is you will be getting 5,200 euros, that is 4.5 lakhs Indian currency to your account from Italian government, not from Indian government. And education is also free. 2 years of masters plus 1 year post-study work visa you can do. And you will be getting 20 hours part-time job, you can do it and save some money on that part. The third thing is you can go to any of the Schengen country and settle, right? So any doubts you guys have in this? The testimonials, we can skip it. I will share it to them when they approach me. You can take my contact details. I will also be taking your number from Mr. Ravi. But if you guys are interested, probably you can drop in a WhatsApp message to me. Then the complete details will be shared, right? You can take my number 9591 489 227. You can visit my office anytime. We are located in New Deal Road, Bangalore. That is just next to Ramaya College. So anytime during business hours, you can come and meet me. So I will be able to help you out. Or you WhatsApp me anytime, I can reply with that. Right? Anybody has any questions?
Sir, how much salary we can expect per month?
Where
Average.
No, on an average basis, that again depends on what kind of work you do. But minimum you can earn up to 85 to 1,20,000 rupees you can earn if you do any normal job. I'm talking about if you work in any McD, Burger King. But if so, those kind of, I'm talking about during your studies. So once you finish your studies, again you can get into your relevant field. When it comes to mechanical engineering, there are plenty of opportunities in Italy. So that again depends. You may get 1.5 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs. This again depends on your level of capacity or talent. Again, I can say that minimum you can expect if in your domain around 1.2 to 1.6 lakhs. And if you live in any of the Schengen region for 5 years, you will be getting your permanent residency. So unlike the countries like Dubai, Saudi, you go there, you just have to keep working till even at the age of 60 you work. For 40 years you work, they will not give you permanent residency. And you will not be getting any kind of benefit from them. But these countries, European countries, if you go, you can stay there for lifelong. Right? So you live in one particular country for 5 years. So you will be getting your permanent residency. You can take your wife and family, everybody. And salary wise, I would want to quote another thing. That completely depends on country to country. You go to Germany, you can expect minimum, especially mechanical engineering students, you can go to Germany. In Germany, minimum salary will be at least around 2 to 2.5 lakhs per month. Right? And you live in Germany for 5 years, you're through. You can get your permanent residency. But if you go to Germany, you will have to learn German language. But most of the students, what they do is they will go to Italy for studies. So while they study in Italy, they will learn little German language. Then they jump into Germany. That also we can help you out with to finding a job in Germany. As in, we will connect to the students, those who are already there, so that you can do some kind of research and get it done. See, everything will not be cakewalk for you when it comes to abroad education, because that's what, as I told you, there you will be independent. You will start leading your life independently. So nobody will be there to spoon feed everything. Unlike India, we have our parents and siblings. So there, it's all about how you live and what kind of talent you have. I hope I answered your question.
List out some
Sir,
good
you
university
don't
names,
need
sir.
to learn Italian language, right?
No, Italian language is not required. No.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So can you list out some good university names like for
There
Germany?
are many universities.
Yeah, that's
So
what.
Uh,
today I'm talking about Italian universities.
so just here you can see. Here you can see
Italian
this in the
universities, there are
screen.
many are there. Sapienza, Di Milano, Casino is there, Bologna, Padova, Pavia is there, Macerata is there. Many universities are there.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
What we do is we will share the list of courses that is available for you. Once you WhatsApp me, I will only WhatsApp you from. I will take your numbers from Mr. Ravi and then share the details of the courses. So then once you register, then we will work on the university part, because each and every university, they have their own different policies of scholarships, because that comes under regional bodies. And then we will start working on that. You can choose any 2 to 3 courses that's to apply. We will start applying for that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other questions?
The students, please, you can ask the questions, because it's a nice opportunity. Because many of we think it is very difficult to get a seat in abroad for continue your education. But here you can see there is a transparent that sir is telling that there is a huge opportunities there to continue your abroad education under scholarship. Because I want to state you one quote here. I mean, one information. Last year, around 8 students have approached with the Prasanna sir, and in that 3 students they have went to abroad under scholarship. That details also we will going to share with you after the students who will going to connect with the Prasanna sir with their own interest. Sir will share all the information regarding the chances and what are the requirements which is needed for getting the seat, and your seniors who have already joined in the abroad education through Prasanna sir, that all the information sir will share. So this is a good platform, guys. If please share your doubts, sir will going to give you clear information and will give you a proper solution for your doubts, guys. So take your own time. I'll be there for another 5 minutes here. Please open your mouth and just can ask your questions about the opportunities.
You can ask me anything, no problem.
Yeah, think it's no problem. You can think and you can ask now.
Sir,
Get a better seat under the scholarship. Do we need to qualify the GRE exam also, sir?
No, as I told you, for Italy, you don't have to give any exam. Just your MOI will do. That college will give. Mr. Ravi will be helping you with that.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions?
Any questions you have, guys?
Sir, what about that 7 lakh rupees of money should be
Yeah,
deposited
yeah,
20
yeah.
days
I'm
in
sorry,
our
I
account?
missed that point. You need to maintain 7 lakhs in your account only for 2 months' time. Because when we apply for a scholarship will be given from Italian government. That's a different body. So when we apply for any Schengen visa for that matter, you need to maintain 7 lakh rupees in your account only for 50 days. And that's not a blocked amount. You can take from somebody and then you can put it in your account. Once you get your visa, you can return the money back.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah, yeah. Especially for mechanical students, this is a golden opportunity because you can even search in Google. There are n number of industries in Italy. The very next best country after Germany is Italy, and you can even go to Belgium as well. Belgium also has good scope for mechanical. With this visa, you can go to Belgium as well.
Any more questions, guys? Okay. Sir, shall we conclude the session?
Yeah, yeah. We'll wind up. We'll wind up.
HOD sir, Kantaji sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But the specializations actually which you are familiar with, sir, which are all the popular, most sought after specializations in mechanical engineering, sir.
Sir, we have automobiles, automotive, masters in mechanical engineering, and there are two more: transport and logistics management system.
Mhm.
I will share the complete details on that part. But basically, these four are the major courses for them.
Okay. And are there any actually management courses? Because all the engineering students need not take actually higher
Core mechanical.
education
Hmm.
mechanical only. They can look for MBA also, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, they can go.
Any,
MBA they can
actually,
pursue. Yes,
yeah, MBA they can pursue, and
they can pursue.
that's it. So, I think students are hesitant. Maybe they'll approach you personally, sir.
Maybe yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot to for this providing this opportunity, Mr. Ravi and Kantaraju, sir. Thanks a
Yes,
lot.
sir.
So hopefully
Thank
we
you.
can have another session with different departments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Uh, thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
I'd like to take this opportunity firstly to thank today's speaker, Prasanna Pujari sir, for sharing such a valuable and very essential information for the students who want to continue their education in abroad. And sir, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and spending your valuable time with our students on behalf of Department of Mechanical Engineering and from the Nagarjuna College of Engineering and Technology, along with the management. I would like to sincerely thank you from each and every one of us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ravi and team. Thank you.
So I also would like to take this opportunity to thank our respected principal, Dr. Jitendra Mungara sir, for supporting us to continue this webinar. For given the permission for continue the webinar. And also, I would like to convey my sincere thank to Dean R&D, Dr. Kumar sir, and Dr. Mohan Kumar sir, Dean QA, and our head of the department, Dr. Kantraju sir, controller of examination, Dr. Yogesh sir, and from this platform, on behalf of each and every one of us, I sincerely would like to thank each and every one of the dignitaries for helping us to happen this event so successfully. Thank you so much for each and everyone. I also would like to sincerely thank all the participants and my dear colleagues for supporting and for attending the event and make this webinar successful. Thank you so much, each and every one of you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye bye. So, dear students, later if anybody would like to collect information, please put a message to me or Prasanna sir if we have a number of him. We will support you and we will give you complete information regarding your doubts.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, and I'm going to wind up this session. Thank you so much once again for each and every one of you.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.